Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. Whoa, man. Having a hell of a weekend. Let me tell you, it was hot. Were you out at all on, say, Friday? Friday was the hottest day.
No, I wasn't. But you played golf on Friday.
I did, and I wanted to mention that and give special thanks to Exit Wealth because I played in their foursome.
Mm-hmm.
And Exit Wealth is Ted Jenkins, Justin Farmer, former WSB, Don Farmer father. So I got the broadcast face with me. Can you bring my headset up just a little bit, Mike? Just a little bit more, a little bit more. I don't want to scream. There we are. Thank you. Mike, I brought Mike a 680 The Fan head cover because I know he plays golf.
Yeah.
So, see?
That's good. Nice.
I gave you something because they handed out. It was probably the best gift bag I've ever seen. It was the 25th anniversary of the Buck and Kincade golf tournament.
Yeah, this is the one I played in 2000, and they had gotten polar bear coolers as for the golfers. So it was a pretty big gift.
So you gave away your coolers, polar bear.
Well, they paid
to
what
each
we
person.
trade. Yeah. It was part of the gift bag. Yeah, everyone got a.
Was it like a 6-pack?
It was a 12-pack. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, with those 680 The Fan logo. Yeah.
How expensive was that?
It was pretty expensive. We did a trade with them.
Okay.
And that was the big thing. And so we had a foursome, and I played with Brian Finneran.
He's a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
That Brian Finneran, he had played Thursday, was not playing Friday. So they did their morning show. They did their midday show. So, Cellini's there, and those guys are getting set up. And I messed with all of them. David Dickey, the owner of 680 The Fan. I love it when one person owns a station. People don't realize in Georgia there are two independent guys. Chris Murray, who we worked for, who owns Fox FM is his rock station, but he owns, and maybe you know the names, he's got the Bear, which is a country station out of Fayetteville, but then he had all these other little stations.
He's got the ones in Macon, the other like R&B. I think there's a religious station, but it's all on Cherry Street. Remember the downtown studios?
Yeah.
They were right there. You can see it. It was beautiful.
He's got great real estate in Macon, Georgia, where, we all know Allman Brothers, some great rock came out of that place. But then there's David Dickey and Dickey Broadcasting, which was their father. I worked with John and Lou Dickey, who owned Cumulus. And then they brought in, they bought Citadel and brought them in, which means they purchased 106.7, which is the station I was on with Rhubarb. And it was called The Eagle, and it played country, and it was a blocker for Kicks. And they brought Kicks in. And next thing I know, I'm in the building with all the people I'd worked with for a year in 2007. But it was cool seeing him. But David is the only one that stayed in radio. He's a hustler. He's always on the street selling. And he's built this thing, and he brought Kincade back. He let Kincade go. And I think it was money reasons. I remember talking to John about it. And then John's in Philadelphia. He goes back, and he gets on the station he grew up listening to mornings.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool. And then now he's moving back to Atlanta.
Yes, because he literally put something out, and I saw it because I followed John. We're friends. And he's like, I can't get up early anymore. I can't do it. He had a bout with cancer, came out on the other side positive. But he's like, I'm not going to wreck my health because it is brutal getting up that early. And he said, so I'm done. And then David saw that, made him an offer, and now he's back. And they haven't placed him yet. I do know where he's going, but I cannot say.
Okay. I did see a press release come out.
Maybe it's said already, and I don't know. This was Saturday. Yesterday was a blur. But no, I just want to thank David Dickey and especially Ted Jenkins. We're in the Exit Wealth Studios, and we put up our Yeah Come On tent.
I saw some pictures. Yeah, it looked nice.
And we were handing out our cards for the Red, White, and Green show, which I'm on with Ted Jenkins, which is for people that love America and love money, and the Yeah Come On show with Southside Steve and Jeff Cole. And there it is. So people got that. And then you could see the Exit Wealth logo on our tent, which Jeff had made for me at a better price than anywhere else. And Jeff, the name of your company.
We don't need
you don't need to do that?
Yeah.
I'm always trying to help. I try to help, and he doesn't let me.
They can slide into my DMs if you want some swag.
If you want swag,
but you got some minimums. I can't do 5 hats for you.
No, you got to do big stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it was just a pleasure. And they're right next to Ken. Do you know who Ken is? If I say Ken, one call, that's all. Who is
Kid
that?
Nugent.
Nugent.
I mean, he's been around the longest of all the attorneys that we see advertising on billboards on the radio. He has been in Atlanta the longest, right? He's his whole career, I suppose.
That's his whole career is personal injury and helping people, and it's a family-owned business, which is incredible. And everybody has, everybody's educated. Everybody went to law school to do this or do that, and it's a really good group of people. And they had a great promotion team, and they're right next to us in the tent. So I had a good long talk with those guys, and been reaching out. And I think the Yeah Come On show could definitely help with one call. That's all.
Yeah, that's the best tagline for any law firm, right?
Yeah,
and it's trademarked.
It is. Yeah, he's right there with mine. We could frame Yeah Come On and one call. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to trademark Boomsy or not. I'm on the fence, or I do what I do when I do it. I don't know, but I've got it on a T-shirt.
No, I think Yeah Come On is. Yeah,
that's all I need.
That's all you need.
Well, there you go. So that was my weekend playing golf with in the Buck and Kincade tournament, 25th anniversary. Like I said, even though they haven't worked together, but it was good to see all those guys. I worked in the same building with those guys for 6 years when the Dickey brothers were all together. So you had John, Lou, and David, and then David, when they let the Dickeys go, huge mistake, 2 bankruptcies, way to go. Then David decided to relocate, and now he's right there at Truist Field. His studios are right next to the stadium.
Right, by the Battery, right?
Yeah, you can't be in a better place, as a sports station. But I just wanted to say that we were all having a good time. There were cocktails. Tito's was there. They were making all kinds of drink. Arnold Palmer's, John Daly's, you name it. I'm having a little bit of everything. I ate a bug because of Cook's Pest Control.
Ate a bug?
I ate a bug.
What? Okay, was it like a challenge?
So it was.
One of your reindeer games?
I had to sign paperwork. I then had to sign on a recorded phone and do my signature there to say I would not sue if something bad happened to me.
What, is it like a contest? Like you ate a bug and you got a prize?
Yes, I got an extra stroke on the green.
Okay.
Basically what I got was a mulligan.
Yeah, for eating a bug.
And none of the other guys would do it. And they said, well, we'll film you. I'm like, well, if you're going to film me.
Yeah, then you're in.
I'm in. So I had a choice between a shot of ants. They were like 20 ants where you just do the ants in a cup.
Oh, no.
Or cricket. Or like a grub worm.
Oh, did you take the cricket?
I took the cricket.
The cricket, because that's a legitimate source of protein from what I hear.
It is. And I took it and I ate it. And then they gave me nothing to drink. And I'm trying to get him back, but he's getting hung. His little feet are hung on my throat and tongue. So they gave me a Red Bull. And then I took a Red Bull and a cricket. I've heard of Red Bull and Jaeger, but not a cricket. But that was what my weekend was. And now we're going to get into some Steve MZ as we sit in the Exit Wealth Studios, who played a big role in the golf tournament. Ted Jenkins not only got me in, but he sponsored the 18th hole, had our tent, the Yeah Come On Exit Wealth Studio tent. But then he gave everybody a really cool thing. He had that, and you've seen them before, where you get, a couple Exit Wealth golf balls, and then you got tees all in a circle.
Yeah.
You've probably done that. Yeah. You've done that swag. And that's what we got in the bag from him. Got a head cover. Got a 680 The Fan, really nice golf shirt. All this. They even gave a $25 coupon to the golf store. And I was like,
the PGA Superstore?
Yeah, I got one of those. And then I don't have it. Maybe I put it in my wallet. I think I left it at home, but you'll have it tomorrow. They also, Harris sponsors them. The one you go to.
Harris?
The one you
My Harris?
Your Harris. I call it Jeff's Harris.
Well, then they should have given me a foursome.
Well, here's the deal. I know. I don't. The card is at home. I got you a $25 gift card at
Free
Harris
play?
For slots.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's something.
It's something. That's good.
I'm not going to take it. I'm going to give it to you. We'll be back with Steve MZ next. Hey, it's Southside Steve with the Yeah Come On show, and I am over here off South Cobb Drive, home of StarCoachesInc.com, and I'm with Danny Jr., the owner. And Danny, we are standing on a 2020 bus that's terribly expensive, but not expensive to borrow. Tell us a little bit about this coach.
Oh, this is a 2020 model Prevost XL3. We're standing in the front lounge of it. It sleeps up to 12 people. You can modify the bunks to 8 people. 6 people, however you want to party or how you want to do. Mainly we do entertainers, musicians, travel all over the United States and into Canada. We do full tours, rock and roll, hip hop, country, whatever you can think of.
And you know what else he does? The common man. If you got a golf trip, you're going to the Kentucky Derby, you're going to the beach with the family, there's so many things they can work with you on to have everybody in one place, safe, having a good time, not worried about it. Let's walk through the bunks. Check this out. Danny, tell us what we got here. 12 bunks?
So these are 12 bunks, and like I said, you can modify them to fit less people if you want, so you got more room. You can't have more than 12. And this is our back lounge, and both lounges have 2 TVs, there's satellite on board, DVD players. You can do Bluetooth streaming, whatever you want to do. Smart TVs, streaming, Netflix, whatever you want.
Yep, and this can be turned into a bedroom, or this can be where the chill people want to hang out. StarCoachesInc.com. Contact them. You won't believe how affordable this is. Steve MZ, here we go. Man, I got a little bit of everything. You know, you always want the fun stories for Steve MZ, but sometimes the world isn't fun. Sometimes it's not. Like in the fact that this Carmelo case hasn't gone away.
He stabbed the guy, twisted the knife, after was told, hey, why he got sentenced, right?
He did.
Guilty.
He got 35 years, and he's eligible for parole in 17.
And that should have been the end of it.
Yeah, and by the way, most people are considering that a light sentence for what he did. There were 3 girls, Texas girls. Texas. So what do? Good old Adrian Fuller, and I'm going to try to get these names right, Alana Mumphrey, and Dijon Brown. They all get together and said, hell with this. They're hanging out, and they go, let's go kick a white girl's ass. Literally is what they say. And they literally have witnesses that said, we're going to go find the smallest white girl we can and beat her up.
Just randomly.
Randomly.
This is just like when they beat up Reginald Denny in the Los Angeles riots, and they just pulled the guy out of the truck and beat him up. Remember?
It's horrible. Yeah, you see him throw a brick into his head. I still cannot get that image. That is the only image I remember, because you're right. He was in the middle of the intersection. You would think he's safe in an 18-wheeler, and he wasn't.
Yeah. They just pulled him out, and it
was horrible. And they kept yelling while they beat her up, free Carmelo. And saying,
now these 3 girls need to go to jail.
Well, they are. It was a hate crime. It'll be treated as such. And there they are on my phone. The picture, just disgusting. And it's like, what makes you think that that's okay? Tell me, in what world is that okay?
It's not. That's.
And a lot of people are speaking out and talking about that it's the Democrats that have given too many programs, that people feel like they're entitled, that they're trying to cause racial division and discrimination. This is not what Martin Luther King asked for.
No.
He wanted equality. He didn't say we were going to coddle you.
And when you stab somebody, you go to jail for a long time, whether you're black or white.
Right. But
you're guilty.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter. This color did not exist. It was one kid that was in the mood for fighting, who was carrying a knife. Who carries a knife to a track meet?
Yeah.
You could look at the school. Maybe at my high school, you could have carried a knife. You should have seen our track and field. Yeah, I would think, somebody could get shot or killed here. That looked like one of those uppity, lovely, it looked like a college campus. Why would you stay under a tent, mouth off, and then stab somebody? It makes no sense. Here's what makes sense and why it may not come to the United States of America. This is just out. I almost feel like, should I even talk about it? Are there bugs in the room? Is there going to be a black helicopter over my head when we leave?
Is someone spying on us?
Maybe.
Is this a top secret?
I don't want to die alone. You're in on it too.
Okay.
All right. Here's the deal. Army hammers citizen vigilante.
This is his new movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so a vigilante. And what it is, the film just hit. It's right now playing in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
It hit the top 3 immediately.
In theaters?
Mm-hmm. In the U.S. After getting, it says here, so this film has just hit 3 in the U.S. after getting banned in Germany. So Germany has banned it. That's who banned it. Other countries are banning it, and the U.S. does not want to make it available. And they're saying Elon Musk has put it on X. where you can find it.
It's not because of Army Hammer, because of him getting canceled a few years ago.
No.
The movie content is something disturbing?
They say, they as in them, whoever them is. I don't know who ran the country for 4 years. I don't know who let in all these people. I don't know the purposes of it. I don't know why people don't want to simulate. I don't know why Sharia law is becoming a thing where they're like, no, we will dominate your country and kill off Christianity. That's the play. Everybody wants to dismiss it, go on with their lives, yet people still keep coming in. Don't even get me started on New York, the one woman that became a now sitting congressperson for the state of New York, the city, and she now is saying no police. If anybody commits a crime, they should be turned loose. She wants to do away with police, and she says that all veterans are horrible people. Any veteran in the United States of America are basically baby killers.
The socialist that got elected in New York. So,
wait. I mean, and we can play that tomorrow. I'm just giving you we're in the kitchen talking. I'm not trying to say it exactly. But basically, this woman is full-on vigilante. Mm-hmm. Well, this movie is about taking care of people like her. Oh. One guy going around, coming into homes where, say, a crime was committed and they weren't prosecuted. Somebody committed a crime, went into jail for a day, like this woman, and released. So he's not just willy-nilly taking out people. He's going to anybody that basically committed a crime against the country, and he's executing them.
Okay, kind of like Dexter. Did you ever watch Dexter?
I did watch Dexter. Dexter's the same way. Okay. People that are getting away with murder that the police aren't smart enough to catch them, he can because he thinks like them and he kills them.
Okay,
so in a sterile environment, this ain't sterile.
This sounds like a publicity stunt.
I don't know whether it's a real movie or not.
They're just ramping it up for a big theatrical release.
Really?
Yeah.
You always sniff these out.
I know.
So all of us listening right now, and when you see this, you're like, oh my God, I've got to get it. But they show scenes. If you're on social media, you see the scenes in the movie where he's doing it, and you can understand why it's basically telling people, and this is not my opinion, you can fight back. Mm-hmm. You don't have to take it. In other words, when these people come in and they kick you off your street or they get in your face or 20 people surround a girl and beat her up, you don't have to take it, and they are scared. That's a controversial Steve MZ. Could I have done that story on corporate radio? I think I could have.
Yeah. Well. Let's talk about what we're doing. You breathed
hard. I hate when you do that, but go ahead.
Let's talk about what we're doing Thursday night.
Well, Thursday night we are doing, and I'm going to get it right, Guardians of the Jukebox. We will be at Rockin' Taco. This is this Thursday night. Jeff and I get there around 6:45. We do the Yeah Come On show live. Then we re-air it Friday morning, and then we host the event. And I'm looking forward to it. This is another band, as I told you, I have not seen, but I've heard of, and nobody loves the 80s more, but I've never been paired up with them at some of the events I've done, to be honest with you, because I think they were too big.
Yeah. They played, I saw them they played the Downtown Woodstock free concert series a couple years ago, and it was packed. Yeah. So they had a pretty big show, so I'm looking forward to this. Plus, we always like to kick off the weekends now on a Thursday, like we did back in the day. Well, now you're kicking off 4th of July weekend. Ooh. So a lot of people have Friday off because it's the day before the 4th.
So this is the Thursday night to go out and party.
Yes, correct. Yes. So,
and where do you party? Off Canton Street in Roswell. It is the last rock and roll bar. It is the last cool bar that resembles Buckhead. Jeff and I've said it. There's only 2 bars to go to me, where you can cut loose like you used to, and it feels like it used to. One's East Side Station in Snellville. This is, and that's more of the outside the perimeter Hellraise Have Fun bar. This one is very Buckhead structured. It is it is Rockin' Taco.
Polydictainment.
So this just happened today. The Supreme Court shot down Trump's appeal for the sexual assault thing for that E. Jean Carroll, who says that he was assaulted. He assaulted her back in 1996, so she sued a few years ago. Mm-hmm. Originally in 2019. Sounds like they wanted to get Trump out of office.
Yeah.
That didn't work, so they started COVID. I digress on that. But anyway, so
I wish I could say you were wrong, or I wish I could say you're a crazy person talking from an RV with a small radio signal. But what you're saying, I would say, is 99% factual.
Well, that's one of the theories of COVID, and why it was pushed so far to get Trump out of office. But this seems one of these. Again, I'm not saying he didn't do anything inappropriate. I don't think this happened. This seems like she was put up to it. Because again, why would she wait 22 years?
Why?
That So anyway, they found he was found liable for $5 million in damages or whatever, and so Trump tried to appeal it to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Supreme Court denied the appeal.
How?
So, which is it's a Republican majority Supreme Court. They're not going along with Trump on this.
They're not, and we all know that Trump won last week with the Second Amendment, and there were several issues without going back into those, but it was a 6-3 vote, and Trump won. They said it was a huge week for him with the Supreme Court, and basically saying that you do have the right to securely carry your weapon in any local place without checking with management or ownership because of the law. You are allowed to have a concealed weapon.
The concealed carry law.
Yeah. So they reinforce that. The other one he's trying to get, obviously, is the voter law. We haven't gotten voter ID nailed down yet.
Someone made a post the other day about John Ossoff, our senator from Georgia.
Jeff and I believe he's 18.
Yeah. So he's having an event. This happened before. He's having an event. You have to show an ID to get into the event.
Thank you.
But you don't need it to vote. This whole voter ID thing, I don't understand.
It's
why
so they can cheat. They is in them, whoever them is.
Everybody has a license. Everybody has an ID. We know this. This should be. Why are we still talking about it? You have to have an ID to vote.
Thank you.
You have an ID to do anything in society.
This proves I'm a citizen in Georgia, and this is my ID, and everybody carries it, and everybody should have one.
Well, yeah, hell, at least have a fake ID. Okay, if you really want to vote that bad and you don't have an ID. At least have a fake ID.
I don't know about you. I took my time. We were legal at 18 in Georgia to drink, so I wasn't worried about it. So I'm drinking as a senior, in March, but the last 3 months of my senior year. But I never was trying to get to the age where I needed to go to the post office to say now I'm able to be drafted any more than I was ready to vote.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't give a damn. But you're right. This is just stupid. Also, just to throw more, fuel on your fire. Obama's new library, you have to show ID.
See, okay, there you go.
You have to show ID at Obama's new library.
Yeah, the thing in Chicago.
I don't know about Jimmy Carter's, but Obama's, you got to show ID.
Yeah, and then so why are we having this discussion? Then you have to show an ID to vote. I don't know why this is stuck in Congress.
A no-brainer, and they talked about it. I even listened early this morning. I got up and watched the news. They said even though the forefathers, Washington, coming into our 250th anniversary, they said they had the thought process to realize states should be able to run things the way they want, but you can't just leave states in control. You have a mothership that lays down the federal laws, but you can do it. So if you're not happy with that state, you can move to a state where you are happy. And they just kind of went through the process of our forefathers, and it was brilliant. But they say when it comes to voting, that should be a federal law.
Yeah.
Across the country, states can't choose to do it or not do it. If you're going to cast a vote, it's a federal thing. Sports.
Hey, this is Southside Steve for myself and Jeff Cole, the host of the Yeah Come On Show, proud sponsors and endorsers of Small Sliders. And we're at their location right now, right off Windy Hill before Cobb Parkway in Marietta. And I'm holding a very small menu because you're killing me, Smalls. But I can read it. Whether you get 2, 3, or 4 shakes and all Coca-Cola products and the best fries and seasoning, you get it right here at Smalls in Marietta. Yeah, come on.
Come on! Sports. I got to tell you, this one's going to be brought to you by our good buddy, Markwell Therapy. David Markwell. And he is a psychiatrist. He is a counselor. He's got 8 people working under him at Ridgeline Counseling in Marietta. And I think people that are enjoying, first off, the WNBA need help. I don't get it. I have watched a little more now that you're seeing that there are stars. Mm-hmm. There's a few people because they've been in social media that you're looking for. There's about 4 or 5 players you like watching, and they can hit 3-pointers. Caitlin Clark looks like Jordan hitting 3-pointers. She can do it. So it's the anger. It's the just overall, what I will say is a little splash of racism and a little splash of everything.
Jealousy.
And if you've got those issues, you need David Markwell. MarkwellTherapy.com. And Jeff, I need you just to play the audio and then I'll talk from it. But Caitlin Clark has become, she is the reason
People are talking about the WNBA.
Yeah, and I want to say that, but she's also the reason that salaries have gotten higher, that now they are being able to get private planes. In other words, just like a regular ball club, they're going from game to game.
Yeah.
Just on rented aircraft.
The rising tide of Caitlin Clark is rising all boats.
All boats. Everything's rising. And then it's like people are jealous of her because either they've been in the league longer, they think they're better, and they don't want one person to be their success.
Right.
But then there's audio of Michael Jordan, and then you see what he's doing. And literally Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and they're like, hold on, Clyde Drexler, any of those guys, they all got together and went, you have to admit he's the face of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason everybody's watching.
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
And he said, he goes, you might have been upset for a second, but you kind of had to admire it because you're like, you know what? We're all better off because of him.
Just like Tiger Woods was.
Same
in the
thing
late
for
90s.
golf.
Yeah.
What Tiger did for golf, especially with minorities or anybody or the sport in general, which was the most boring sport.
Yeah.
My Aunt Louise, I'd go to her house and I'd just sit there and fall asleep because that chick watched golf. And I was like, this is so boring. Tiger made it not boring.
Yeah.
So you're exactly right. So Caitlin Clark's getting her butt kicked. Here's a little audio.
She is targeted for so many different reasons. One, these WNBA players, they're bullies, they're jealous, they're envious. I believe there's some underlying racial energy there as well. You have veteran players who have been in the WNBA for years, and they feel like they didn't get their recognition, they didn't get their marketing. But Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA a phenom. This has been her whole entire life. She's been breaking records. Her resume proves it with her accomplishments. She was the Rookie of the Year for the WNBA, right? So you have players that are mad at her status, but she earned it. She earned it. She's fought for it. She's very competitive. She's an athlete. And they're trying to take little digs at her when they can. And these refs, they're senile, and they're acting like they don't see anything.
Hold on. Senile means they're young. Or
No, they're old.
No, they're old. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I meant, obviously.
They're acting senile.
Yeah, they're acting senile because it's right in front of their face.
Yeah.
I don't know how these refs, and the refs are in on it?
Well, they say that the refs, they're kind of letting some fouls not be called out that hurt Caitlin.
Have you seen like when she'll get jabbed and all of a sudden she bumps into one player and she's like this, and then somebody else just knocks her down?
Yeah. Like I told you, I watched a game a couple of weeks ago when I was down in Florida at my mom's. Yeah. But I found someone else that I like.
Ooh.
You know.
Regal Nissan. I like Regal Nissan. Yeah, that's the blonde. What's her name?
Sophia Cunningham.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying here?
Uh-huh.
Well, now she's not getting the bad treatment, is she?
No, but she takes up. She's on
Caitlin's team.
Yeah, she's the one that you see the video of her pointing. She's pointing because the one girl pointed and she's pointing the whole time to make her mad. She's tough. And then she did one of these in the stands. She literally I'll just do it. She goes, you go.
What?
Showing me? Show me.
She's flashing?
Yeah, so she's wearing a shirt.
A sports bra.
Yeah. Not even a sports bra, but she has on 2 layers of shirt. So it's not to be nude. She's just showing that that's where her mind is. She's like,
uh-huh.
So in other words, she's got
that.
edge, she's cool, she sticks her tongue out, she plays, and she's probably, nothing against Caitlin, she's probably definitely the sexiest girl.
Yeah, that's
you got to remember, these are tall girls.
Yeah.
These are not short girls.
We are tall men. So, that's the big thing with tall women. They want a tall guy.
Well, I guess.
So I think, do I need to become a cleat chaser?
Maybe. And here's the thing. If I have one bit of advice for you, and this is what I always told people, I said, I'm never going to date someone who weighs more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to date anyone who has a foot bigger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just not going to come
Would you date someone taller than you?
No.
That would be too tall. Because you're what, 6'3"?
4.
6'4", yeah. You can't go find.
I'm not dating somebody 6'5", and I also don't want to date anybody with shorter hair than me.
I see. Okay.
So those are the dumb rules I had. But those were rules that you just have. Everybody has them. So a basketball woman's player thing does not work. Plus, they mentioned it. The other thing is, obviously, both of these girls are straight. The girl you like, so they're straight. I didn't realize how rare that was in the WNBA.
So
I just think there's a lot of cool-looking girls that are good at basketball. It turns out they're mostly gay and they're a little hateful towards the straight girl. Track 13, I've got one for you.
all right, let's do it quickly.
Oh, by the way, the U.S., and we'll get more into this tomorrow, Jack Sugar could not be on with us, our sports guy. We look to talk tomorrow to Regal Nissan skipper. I'm sure he's got to be following it, but the U.S. is going to find out who they're playing here soon in a round of 32. Bosnia or Herzegovina. I know, I can hear it. I just can't say it. Herzegovina.
Got me.
Damn it. I know it. Later, I'll be walking out to my truck and I'll be like, Herzegovina. But it'll be one of the two teams in the U.S. will play. It's a knockout round, 32, and this will be July 1st at 8 p.m. this Wednesday night. And the song I have is My Love.
Oh, no.
What? All right. Steve Perry.
Okay.
And guess what? It's not Steve Perry by himself. It's Steve Perry's journey. It is the end of what could have been. And I remember when the album came out because I was stoked. I hate that word. It was 96.
Oh, when You Love a Woman, or what's the name of the sing? That was going to be the big comeback.
Yes, it was The Message of Love is the song I want.
But so it's not the hit from that song.
No, it's more of the track 13
from that album.
From that album, an album that really didn't get played.
Yeah, it just had the one single. When You Love a Woman or something. You Love a Woman was the name of the.
And I'm going with the number 2 song that got no radio play, track 13, and its Message of Love. And you're right, it's 1996. The album is Trial by Fire.
Yeah, and that was. But then that's when he quit. They made this great record. They were going to tour, and then he quit. So there we go. Track 13. It is Journey's last one with Steve Perry, 1996. This is Message of Love, track 13 on the Yeah Come On Show.